Okay, so now that we've got the basics of our movement sorted out, we need to start moving the camera around our world so we can actually get some action going on. And we're going to create a script to control how our camera moves, but just as like an example of the most basic way to to move a camera within the world, we could just make it a child of the player here. So we could just click on our main camera and drag it down to be on top of the player. It becomes a child, and now as our player moves around, the camera will follow him around at the same time. So if we just go to play here, like this, as we move around the world, our player is being directly followed by the camera. But as you can see, when we change directions like this, because our player is kind of off to the side a little bit, we get this huge big massive jump that really isn't very helpful for us at all. It kind of makes things look a bit strange and weird. And again, another example of a problem is as we're jumping around the world like we're doing, if we get up to here, suddenly we can't see the platform that is down here because we've no control over the camera and where it is in the world. We're just directly following whatever the player is doing. We could, of course, we could eliminate that kind of weird jittery effect that occurs when we switch directions by just moving to the camera to the exact same X and Y coordinates. So then as we move left to right, it gets rid of that jitter, so that fixes a little bit of a problem. But for example, look what's happening here. These blocks here are supposed to be ground blocks, and the idea is that they stretch away to the ground below us. But if we can see beneath them, it kind of breaks the illusion of them being blocks, and it looks like everything is just floating in the air. These kind of platforms, maybe we want to look like they're floating in the air, but these ones here, we want them to look like they're on the ground. Like they do here, right now it looks like they could go on forever and ever, but if we walk down to here, that illusion is immediately broken. So what we need to do is write an actual script to control the movement of the camera.